Nick Lapis is Chief Experimental Test Pilot for Sikorsky Aircraft, and he'll show us how a helicopter flies, using all the principles discovered over the years by the pilots who came before him.
Test flying helicopters, especially the Comanche, is a real thrill. I'm often asked, what is it that makes a helicopter fly, and how do I control it? Let me try and answer those fundamental questions. Come on. Today we're flying a Sikorsky S-76 model helicopter. It's a twin-engine machine designed for corporate transport. It's a conventional configuration of helicopter, and that means it has a single main rotor and a tail rotor for anti-torque. The main rotor provides lift and the tail rotor counteracts the torque. Many people ask, what is it about a helicopter that makes it fly? This is the helicopter's main rotor blade. It's a form of a wing. Notice the airfoil curve at the top. Just as an airplane's wing has to be carried forward through the air at speed to develop the lift, the helicopter's rotor blade goes around the mast to develop that speed and therefore the lift. A helicopter can fly while it's standing still. We've all heard about the effects of torque. As the main rotor spins in one direction to create lift, it pushes against the fuselage and turns it in the opposite direction. The tail rotor counteracts that torque. Let's go to the cockpit and look at the controls. The basic controls of the helicopter haven't changed in the 60 years since Mr. Sikorsky laid them out. We talked about the tail rotor, and the pedals control the tail rotor. When I press on left pedal, I cause the tail rotor pitch to increase, and that increases its thrust, which points the nose to the left. Right pedal points the nose to the right. The cyclic pitch controls the swash plate and moves the rotor disc, so that when I push the controls forward, the swash plate tilts, and that causes the lift and thrust of the back side of the rotor to increase and the front side to decrease, which tilts the rotor. Therefore, when I push the cyclic, the aircraft tilts in the same direction. Pushing the cyclic forward causes the nose to tilt down and makes me go forward. To move backward, I pull the stick back, the rotor disc tilts up, and the aircraft accelerates rearward. Moving the cyclic to the left causes the rotor disc to tilt to the left, and that allows me to move laterally to the left. Moving it to the right is the same effect to the right. The collective pitch raises the swash plate and causes the lift of all the main rotor blades to be increased at the same time. So if I raise the collective pitch, the aircraft can climb. And if I lower the collective pitch, it descends. When flying the helicopter, the pilot coordinates the use of the controls to balance the forces on the machine, very much like you balance a broom on your fingertip. To lift to a hover, I just raise the collective pitch. The aircraft begins to rise and get light. I use the cyclic and pedals to find the right place to balance the controls and simply raise the collective into a hover.
The hover is the central point for our maneuvering. Everything's in balance. If I want the aircraft to move some way, I just have to upset that balance by using my control, and then the aircraft moves in that direction.
If we compare flying an airplane to riding a bicycle, then flying a helicopter is like riding a unicycle.
Recall that we discussed how the torque of the main rotor is countered by the tail rotor. If I raise the collective pitch and don't apply some increased left pedal, the aircraft will begin to rotate to the right. I'll let it go a little bit. I'll stop it with a little left pedal here. Just put that left pedal in. And there it came to a stop. Imagine what it was like for the pioneers like Igor Sikorsky to face all these phenomena, and how to solve each one of these was really the crux of the problem of how to make the helicopter fly.
Hey Nick, are you about finished down there?
Yeah, just wrapping up, Russ.
Yeah, hey, I wanted to check out that new low-level training area. Could you fly chase for me?
Why don't I take lead, you follow?
Okay. Did you look at the sky tonight?
What a sunset. Oh, what a view.
Yeah, what a great day.